So this is exercise number 3 from activity and homework number 10. And we have again something similar to homework 9 in the case of options. Now we have again pesos and dollars. So similar to the exercise that we do in YouTube, different data. And again, I did the same thing. I copied the table and the graph that we already have. I made a few adjustments to make it work. I think it's going to work. Let's go step by step. Again, I was oversimplifying the instructions. I didn't even ask you what I needed. I say fill the table and draw the graphs. That's what we're going to do. Fill in this table and draw the graph. So I already write down most of these things. And we have a strike of 20.527 pesos per dollar, a premium of 0.45, and we have two cases, one when we sell a call and another one when we buy a put. I think it's better if we start with this one when we buy a put because I think it's simpler when we buy an option and it's more common also. So let's begin with this one. So when we buy a put, which is letter B, we are paying to have the choice. We can decide if we are going to exercise or not our option. So we decide if we want to go to the market or if we want to use the option. That means exercise. So again, filling in the table is pretty simple. The first line is only starting from the strike and adding and subtracting the premium. That's basically what I am doing in here. And the premium. The premium, when we buy, it's always negative because when you buy something, you need to pay. So that's why it's negative in every case. And exercise or not, let's think about it. Because now we have the right or we have the option to sell the dollar at this price. So we will be happy to sell it at an expensive price. So we will always choose the most expensive price, whether it's the market or the option. So when the market is at 19 and we have the chance to sell it in the option at 20, I think we will exercise and we will sell it at 20. So the difference, and in this case, I think I'm glad that I'm using Excel because I can just account for the difference. The difference will be positive because I am receiving more money thanks to the option. Then in the next one, I will do the same thing. I will prefer to use the option to sell it at 20 instead of 19, and the difference is accounted in there. And in the next one is the same. I prefer to exercise and the difference accounted in there. And then if you check in here, it's exactly the same. So I will write down a 0. And the next step, what's this? What a weird number. So next step is, if the market goes to almost 21 and I have the option to sell it at 20, I think I would prefer to go to the market. So that means no exercise. The next one, no exercise because the market is more expensive. I prefer to go to the market and I prefer to go to the market. And in the end, the total is just adding up these two numbers. Remember that? So this is my graph. In my graph, if I analyze my graph really quick, break-even point is in here. When I don't make any profit or loss at the money, it's the point where the slope changes. It is also the same as the strike. It's always like that. From the at the money to the right is the sad part of the graph, out of the money. From at the money to the left is the happy side, in the money. So I think it's pretty easy. We're getting very comfortable with options. Now let's do selling a call. Selling a call means that you give the other person the right to choose. So you just obey whatever the person is going to say. If they want to buy, because you are giving the person the right to buy, right? Because you are selling the call. So the other person is buying the call. The other person decides if that person wants to buy the dollar from you or from the market. It depends on where it's cheaper because it's about buying the dollar. So as you know, the spot is very simple. That line is not worth talking about. The premium is positive in this case because we are selling the option. When you sell something, you receive the price. So that's why the premium is positive in this case. And in exercise or not, let's think first like the other person and decide if that person is going to exercise or not. So will that person prefer to buy the dollar with me at 20 or in the market at 19? I think that person will prefer to buy it in the market, right? That means no exercise, so 0. The next column is the same, 0. The next column is the same, 0. The next column is the same strike, so it doesn't matter, I write down a 0. But in here, it is almost 21 in the market and I'm selling it at 20.5. That means the person is going to come to me and exercise it with me and buy it from me. But I will be sad about it, right? Because I will be selling my dollar at a cheaper price compared to the market. So that difference is negative. Sorry, it's the other way around. It's this minus this. It's negative. In the next one is the same. This minus this. And in the next one is the same. This minus this, because the person will decide to exercise her or his goal. Again, I don't know what I get that weird number, but it's a 0. Okay, so if I analyze really quick my table, I can see that the happy side of the table, of the graph, sorry, is on the left, starting from at the money, or out of the money. The sad part is on the right, break-even point, it's here, and at the money, it's in here, which is exactly as the strike. I think we are getting very comfortable with options. Let me know if you still have any questions, and we will continue with exercise number 4 in the next video.